Hi, and welcome to my presentation. My name is Milan, and I will talk about leading electric car producer called Tesla Motors. Even though the idea of electric car is old as car itself, attempts to build a reliable vehicle that would compete against current car industry mainstream has never been successful, until arrival of Tesla Motors. The company currently produces only one model of fully electric car. It might seem not enough, but with this car the company has set a new standard for future of automotive industry. But what stands behind such success? What they did differently? In this section, I will talk about combination of novelty and value. Even though the electric car isn't brand new product, novelty of Tesla is that it offers technology which solves main electric car problem, which is a driving range. By production of space-saving batteries, with driving range up to 426 kilometers, Tesla is the first mass producer of electric cars to bring real value to the customers. Combined with the 416 horsepower electric motors, Tesla's Model S is the car of the future available today. By solving the main issue connected to electric car production, Tesla offers full value potential for its customers in terms of no operational costs and almost no maintenance costs, since it doesn't have a transmission, ventils, clutch, and all the other parts that need to be changed in gas-fueled vehicles. To convince public of this value, Tesla offers 8 years full warranty on the whole car. Last but not least, Tesla cars are made in big part of recycled materials, what adds to its environmental value even with creativity. In creative process, the challenge for management is not to remove all constraints on creativity, but to incorporate these constraints into the creative process. Besides typical boundaries similar in every industry, Tesla's creative processes are bounded also by its leader's vision of a world using only electric cars and the need to be able to compete against industry's main players in the long term. The solution in case of Tesla was achieved by setting constraints based on analysis of three main aspects of its successful innovation. The first one was a growing demand for green technology in auto industry. The second one was the present technological limitations, and the last one was financial limitations of a startup company. Tesla successfully reflected these in its creative product processes, resulting in a worldwide success. Such success was achieved also by setting clear vision, or big picture, by which Tesla was able to keep its creative teams in the right direction. Tesla Motors is a good example to explain theory of the strength of the weak ties. Tesla, as a new player in automotive industry, had no ties to networks within the industry, what I consider as a great starting point to avoid network centralization in the beginning. The company was free to set up new networking concepts easily. Use of weak ties turned out to be a good step as it gave Tesla freedom, which strengthened its competitive possibilities and allows to make more independent decisions. Tesla's way has proven the hypothesis that peripheral actors in a network have greater access to unexpected, non-habitual connections than those at the core. This results in increased ability to be creative. Assuming that individual skill or talent is in the creative industries is less important than the ability to select talented partners for a given project, much of Tesla's success can be referred to its CEO, Elon Musk. I believe the success of Tesla Motors lies in organizing a system of relationships. It seems like what Tesla's visionary leader is good at is to manage complexity and a contradiction in such fashion that is most valuable for a goal achievement. As I mentioned in the introduction, the idea of an electric vehicle is nothing new. However, there is no other company even reaching the success of Tesla Motors. I consider this as the consequence of reconfiguration of value chains and networks in the industry, resulting in shifting attention away from content to the ways in which that content is filtered, packed, delivered, and consumed. One example supporting argument that Tesla is fully aware of the strength of weak ties is its communication with its customers via social networks, and Tesla's CEO's unseen interest in open dialogue with its customers. Even that customers' evaluation of the product is nothing special nowadays. What makes a difference is the way how Tesla communicates. For example, two satisfied owners of Tesla cars posted an open letter to Elon Musk in LA newspaper, suggesting some improvements which would make their cars better for everybody. Here we can see Tesla CEO reaction on Twitter. Such openness adds not even on the idea to improve the product, but also strengthens the image of the company and brings the product closer to you. In this section, I will start with a brief introduction of Tesla Motors. Founded in 2003, Tesla Motors began production of electric sports cars. After commercial success of this small startup, its satisfied customers demanded more practical car. Shortly after, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk introduced his vision of producing electric car for masses within 20 years with aim to revolutionize automotive industry. This step set conceptual boundaries and constraints on further operation of the company. After end of production of the sports model, the company introduced luxury sedan. The idea to produce luxurious model was developed by collective activity of Tesla's team. The idea to produce a rather expensive model, which would provide finance for further research of electromotor technology, was initiated from below and then was endorsed and supported by the top management. The same approach was used with creating so-called Gigafactory. The need to strengthen a company's market position and to establish sustainable advantage over possible competitors in the future were boundaries within which the whole organization began to establish its strategy. The collective creative processes resulted in decision to build the biggest battery production site in the world, which will produce Tesla's own electric car battery, which sets a standard for the whole industry. Building the factory ensures the supply of the most important electric car component and enables Tesla to expand either in its offer and its customer base. One figure led exclusively to assumption that the strategy of Tesla Motors is orientation-like. That is because of its leader Elon Musk. But Musk's creativity doesn't dwell on his technological innovations and discover genius, which he is not. It is rather based on his ability to connect right people to make his vision come reality. From a managerial perspective, he is a great example of management of creative processes. The strategy of Tesla, despite maintaining some of the main aspects of orientation strategy type and rising cult around Tesla's leader, is not entirely fixed. It is continually adapting to changing realities and inputs. The type of strategy will always consist of combination of parts of both strategy as orientation and strategy as animation, simply because even in the most animation-like strategy-led company, there are positions that must remain fixed. This brings us to a conclusion that all the aspects of successful business, such as strategy, creativity, and system, are deeply incorporated and influence each other permanently. By right managerial decisions and adaptability, Tesla was able to maintain its vision and step by step become a leader of the new market. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation.